Hello, my name's Adrian Gardner. I'm here. I'm a senior probation officer here in Camden and Islington. My question is about norms, which is very much dominated by prisons and probation very much underrepresented on it. And I'd like to know your views on norms and what you would do to rectify and make probation's voice bigger in it, because we are the experts on rehabilitation.
On norms of the National Offender Management Service, Francis has described it as the biggest bureaucratic mess that's ever been created by any government. That is a pretty big indictment from someone who takes these issues very, very seriously. My own analysis is that the problem is that an essentially decentralised system, probation, has been merged with a very centralised system, prison, and that has caused massive management problems. I think that the idea or the principle is still a good one. We can't have it as a lopsided service, and my pledge to you would be to make sure it wasn't a lopsided service, it was a proper balanced service that got people out of prison and helped keep them there. Out.
Thank you. On the question of norms, I think I said earlier, I worked, in my first job I did when I came down to university was I worked in the prison department, P4 division, young offenders and women. Then I spent a year with the parole board, and I'm very sceptical about norms. I think what it's doing, the danger is we de-skill and we devalue probation. Probation is a very important skill. Probation does offer prisoners the support they need, should offer prisoners the support they need when they come out of prison. And in as much as norms has devalued probation and turned probation officers into form fillers, I am a deep sceptic about norms, and we need to move back to valuing probation.
Thank you.
On the question about norms and the probation service, I think this is very, very important. And I think this integration that you talked about is crucial. I've visited my local prison in Doncaster, and the biggest difference, as I'm sure you will know better than me, that you can make to someone who's inside is arranging a better life for them on the outside. And that is absolutely key. So I agree with what you said.
The third question about norms, I think again is a wider question, because if we're not careful in the criminal justice system, we get a lot of dislocation of different professionals, not just probation officers but prison officers saying this is what I do, and then probation officers trying to do the rehabilitation that's so important. Again, I think that we need to take a new look about what the skills and competencies are of everyone in the criminal justice system, because the way we'll get to prevention and rehabilitation is to reconfigure the whole system so you're dealing with the person, not the prison and not the system and not the agency, but the person whose behaviour you are trying to change to get a result that benefits the whole community.